G'day guys, it's Yanni here, Director and Auctioneer at Yanni Mooney Property. We welcome you to our live market update for Saturday, June 18th. It's been another very big day throughout the real estate market in 4551 and surrounds. We had two properties go to auction or at our Super Saturday auction event today. Unit 33 of 8 Lavuka Avenue in Kings Beach sold under the hammer today for $695,000, as well as Unit 6 of 10 Pacific Boulevard in Medina. This property sold prior to auction on a cash unconditional contract. It makes it another over $2.5 million day in Caloundra sales for the team and for our Super Saturday auction event. Our listings are being showcased throughout the area, as well as buyers are coming and bidding with confidence. In saying that too, the market is still strong, confidence is still strong. Last week we spoke about a couple of bits and pieces, but more importantly, the buyer confidence in the market and some buyers suggesting out there that the market may be changing. And one of those points was interest rates going up. I made a very big point last week that if you're a buyer with a pre-approval or looking to secure a loan with the bank, interest rates going up can actually mean your pre-approval amount going down. So if you are wanting to buy with your best budget, have as much choice as possible, I would be suggesting getting in the current market may be a good idea. You want to make sure that your pre-approval amount, that what you can buy today, you can stretch to your best ability. We also spoke about fixing your mortgage and speaking to both your professionals, broker and accountant, and potentially securing a fixed rate mortgage to secure your future. I know buyers listening to the 6 p.m. news at night can be counterproductive. One point I will make there is in March 2020, all big four banks in Australia, all the news, everyone was saying 10, 20, 30% drop in the Australian property market throughout. What happened? Quite the opposite. The market has gone absolutely through the roof. So maybe listening to the Today Show or any of these news products out there may be counterproductive. And I know reporting on negativity is always better than reporting on positivity with these companies as well. I was listening to an economist this week, and he made a very good point that inflation going up can mean interest rates going up, obviously, to try and have some downward pressure on inflation. But inflation going up, he actually said it can actually cause the property market to increase, because when inflation goes up, some investors, some buyers out there want to secure real estate, a safe asset. And he mentioned there could be a possibility that the market continues to strive forward and go up in droves. So that was an interesting take from that. I don't think it's safe to say inflation going up, interest rates going up does mean that the market may go down. We spoke about it last week that we have seen in previous Australian property market cycles that interest rates going up doesn't mean the market goes down. It can also mean the market go up. So if that's the judgment on the market, it may be worth doing a little bit more research. Over the last couple of weeks, I've spoken about the benefits of the auction of sale, both as a seller, and we also touched on last week as a buyer. And there's heaps of benefits as a buyer. I know some buyers, may make the comment, "Oh, look, I don't know about the auction or bidding at auction. I've never done it before." If we understand the pros and cons, and I'll quickly recap, the benefit of bidding at auction as a buyer is you can see your competition. You definitely can't see your competition when you go through an open home and the agent says, "We've got 5 other offers. I can't tell you what they are. You just need to make your best." The agent comes back, said you're 10 grand away. You maybe would have went that little bit more if you knew where the bid was at, where the buying level was at. We also spoke about the benefits of a buyer in doing your prep work at the start prior to making an offer. If you're wanting a building and pest, either if the agent has one to supply or if you're wanting to get one done from your own professional, and any due diligence checks or council searches you're wanting to do, then coming to the negotiation table. It can complicate things if you make a very high offer to secure the property. You then go and do your searches after you make that offer, and you may realise realise that level that you made may not be the level that you want to proceed, and it can cause the contract to crash or to the negotiation get a little bit complicated. They're the benefits, or some of the benefits, as a buyer compared to price buying as well. I want to touch on this week with the auction process, the benefit of not setting a price at the start of a campaign. So with an auction, we do not put a price on the property. If you can compare that to a price campaign, well, you've got to pick a price at the start to market the property. Now, we've seen in so many cases, and I had one a few weeks ago, where the recent sales were from 600 to 800 plus. Now, where do you put your price on? Do you go the lower end and make sure you get a lot of competition in? Do you go, you know what, Yanni, we want to get the best possible price? Do you go the higher end? Sales are so mixed at the moment. A lot of properties, even properties where we've got quite a lot of evidence, they're so mixed in knowing exactly where the properties sit. So if you go the lower end and you put it on the lower amount and you get all this interest and you sell it very quickly, that may suggest that you've undersold the property. If you go the higher end and say, we'll put it up here, we'll see how it goes and go for a few weeks. Well, week 1 and week 2 in every campaign is where you're going to meet the most buyers. Now, if you're too high, you will miss the market altogether and you'll be 2 steps back, not 2 steps forward. We also get all the information from the market in an auction process. So we list the property at the start. Every inspection we have, and we try and do at least 2 open homes per week, the owners get feedback from the buyers of where the property sits in the market. This is crucial information. Really, a property is worth as much as someone's willing to pay. They also get written reports every week. This buyer came through, said it's worth this because of this. This buyer made an offer here. That information is crucial. So the week leading up to the auction, you can set the appropriate reserve price to set it at a level to make sure you sell on the day. And I've seen a few properties as of late really sell well over the original expectations the owner had in listing the property. Information is power, and when selling your property, you want to put it on, you want to allow each week to get information from the market, get offers, get the information that's going to help you set that reserve price and then make a decision to sell, not vice versa in picking a price somewhere, either putting it too high, putting it too low, you haven't heard from the marketplace. And that is so, so crucial. A huge benefit of the auction method of sale. And for buyers coming through, going, oh, look, there's not a price marked on the property, where do we buy? Well, how we understand where a property may sit in the market is looking at recent sales, preferably in the last 3 months, that are comparable to the property. So you as a buyer can go on Real Estate Domain, there's a million websites out there just about, and quickly do your own research to get a gauge of where it sits in the market. So you yourself can do that even prior to calling the agent, or if you call the agent, he may be able to supply you with a recent sales report to say, look, these are the sales in the area, come and have a look at the property this weekend at the open home. Massive benefit in the auction process, not choosing that pinpoint at the start. This upcoming Saturday, our Super Saturday auction event, we've got 2 properties going under the hammer. Unit 11 of 21 Mahia Terrace in Kings Beach at 10:30 a.m. This 3-bedroom unit's going to be a cracker. I'm so interested to see what comes from the auction floor on this property. And we also head over to Unit 4 of 4 Tay Avenue in Caloundra. Outstanding and sensational outlook over the Pumicestone Passage and Caloundra Bar as well. This property will be going under the hammer at 12 p.m. We've got plenty more auctions for the month of July. If you're wanting to catch up on any of our auction results, we do stream live right here on our Facebook page. You can go back and rewatch some previous auctions, as well as heading over to our YouTube page, Yanni Mooney Property. We do appreciate your viewership on this Saturday evening. If I can be of any assistance at all in the real estate world, please do not hesitate to call me on 0420 300 977. We'll see you all next week.